Say, are y'all ready, Xperts? Team, how y'all feel?
Fired up!
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind.
These choices determine the difference between who you are and who you could be.
I never miss that fact, taking big swings, jam to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag.
You have your own challenges, but you can make a decision. You can make money, or you can make excuses.
You have to have the willpower to pull that power tool out that's inside of you and just go for it.
There's a lot of painful stuff that happened in my practice company. The reason why I grew up this much is because I learned a lot from them. The pain might be not my fault, but my healing is my responsibility.
It was a temporary pain for a lifetime of gain.
If you don't believe in you first, you can never ask someone else to believe in you as well. This is not a fake it till you make it, guys. Stop listening to that stuff.
My name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games. I just do that.
We need a vehicle, the fastest vehicle that we could find in this industry, and that's what? Superior.
No matter what happens, there's always something to be grateful for.
After death, to be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath. I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread.
9.5 years ago, on January 22nd, 2014, a vision was born. A vision of freedom, a vision of righteousness, a vision of equality, a vision of becoming the best damn financial services company this world has ever seen.
Your belief will build your endurance. You know how you say to someone, hey, let's build your list. What 3 people would you call in the middle of the night if you have a flat tire or something like that? How many people use that line? Okay, are you that person for your people?
True greatness is shown through one's works and actions, the way in which you impact the lives of others. Greatness does not make excuses or shy away from failure. Greatness is hard, but folks, hard defines greatness. Continue to be great, Xperts.
Did my past dictate my future? So listen, I'm not worried about your current track record. I'm worried about where you're going. The past is in your head. The future is in your hands.
Oh, wow, you made it.
Woo! Great morning, champions, CEOs, and future millionaires. Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear.
All right, all right, all right. So we'd like to welcome everybody to the biggest, the baddest CEO meetup on the planet. I am Executive Director Jacques Vaughn. We got a great show for y'all this morning. We are officially in the tip drill segment of Pass the Ball, so y'all know how we like to do. Real quick, if y'all can type in the chat where you are zooming in from, that would be greatly appreciated. Just find out who is in the house so we can turn the spotlight on and put you on display. Got Bowie, Maryland in the house. Come on, y'all. Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Got Texas, PA, Baton Rouge. Yes, yes, yes. Well, this is what we like to do. We like to be as interactive as possible. And if you can, make some people be more in the house, some co-hosts. But if you're co-hosts, pay attention so you can let some people in the building. You know how it is when you're standing in line at the club and you can't get in. And the people, they see you standing there and they won't let you in. So we want to make sure we let everybody in that that's trying to gain access. Because one thing we tell everybody over here is access is key. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I got 3 questions for y'all. First question is, team, how y'all feel?
Fired up!
Woo! And what's up? Miami. And who gets a green sheet?
Everybody gets a green sheet.
Everybody gets a green sheet. Yes, the green sheet is the foundation of our success here at USAX. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get it started. In case we have any new people on the line, what we like to do is we get our stories from the field and we get them from agents coast to coast. That's right. We got people tuning in from the West Coast, the East Coast, the North Coast, and the South Coast, if that's even a coast. So I see somebody with their hand up. So I'm going to take the ball. I'm going to pass it to a young lady who is fired up. She's always wired up. When I tell you her attendance is impeccable, if she is not here, that means that she is probably doing something very, 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 very important because her attendance is always impeccable. So without any further ado, the one from the Lone Star State that we call, y'all, you know, I can't even say it because I can't, because they got the Cowboys there, but she's from the Lone Star State, Miss Marcella Bragg.
Good morning. Thank you, Jock. And as always, I am inspired by you and your team building and the people on your team because, like you say, we are a family. So I appreciate the things that you take the time out to do for us also. I just want to jump on right quick before I have to log in at work and say that Eric's training yesterday that was supposed to be in a power hour. It was exciting. It was fulfilling. It was everything that you needed. And I told Gertie when we got off that call, I said, Gertie, I can't wait to start making money. I'm going to hire Eric as my recruiting officer. Eric is so smooth. And I just love how he does stuff. So I just keep saying, one day that's going to be me. So I just want to say that my money-making activities also real quick is my neighbor, she's interested in getting a policy for her great-grandchild and possibly the grandchild's mother who was married into her family. So I got to go around there Friday and get all the information from them so I can start searching for policies from them. So I'm back at work, but I just had to jump on for a few minutes because y'all are like coffee to me. Y'all keep filling me up. And until I figure out what it is, what step I'm missing to get it exactly how it needs to be, I'm going to keep plugging in like I am. So again, thank you.
Cool. And real quick, y'all, for y'all that don't know what Marcella was talking about with the training, we go into the office on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And yesterday, when I tell you it was packed, we had about 25 people on the line, and we had about 8 people in the actual office. And when I tell you we went in, because we not only did we go over illustrations, but Eric went through cold calling and showing people how to cold call. You know, if you from the old school, like some of us are on this line, back when digital stuff wasn't even available, we used to have to pick out a phone book and just dial through the phone book, no matter what type of sales you were in. That's how we acquired clients. And so Eric did a masterclass yesterday on just picking up the phone. He went into the Maryland Life Insurance Directory and just started calling people. Was everybody nice? No, some people were actually mean, but he was training and showing you that don't get in your feelings. You know, some people stop after 1 or 2 no's, after 1 or 2 mean people. And he was just really showing how to push through and go to the next and go to the next. And we'll talk about that a little later because there were a few breakthroughs that I think it would be powerful to share for the ones that didn't make it. So Marcella, who you passing that ball to? Somebody has their hand up.
Let me go through and see. Okay, I see her. This young lady, she comes with a wealth of knowledge also. And when she speaks, I'm taking notes also. And I just enjoy the information that she provides on our Zoom call. So Miss Erica Von Dyke, the floor is yours.
Oh, thank you so much, Marcella. So I just wanted to say, I didn't get to see Eric speak, but I've learned that keeping your emotions out of anything pertaining to business or even your personal life, it yields better results. So it's something I'm more of an emotional person. I just am. but I've learned to, just keep my emotions at bay, not even like not getting like too excited about something, just being a little bit more even tilled, and the results are good, and I don't like assume that, hey, a person doesn't need insurance, or a person, is going to say no. So like when you have like that assumption that, hey, okay, if I talk to this person, they're going to say no because based off of like how they look, then you're already setting yourself up for failure. One thing that I've been doing, if a person says they don't need my help, I'm remembering to say, hey, okay, do you know anyone else that needs X, Y, Z? And so I did that yesterday. I called the lady, and I actually forgot to, ask her for a referral, and I called her back, and she said she actually had 3 people that would need my help. So I'm glad that I asked about referrals. So I think it's imperative, like, hey, ask about referrals. You'll be surprised.
I love it, love it. Thank you for sharing, Miss Erica. And for you all that are in attendees, look out. We send this request to come on through, come on in the building. And Erica, who are you passing that ball to?
Let me see. Okay, who has their hands up? Let me see. Okay, no one has their hands up. I'm going to, you know who I like? I just want to say his name. I'm passing the mic to Money. I just love hearing him talk. He's so positive. I love him. Okay, so Money, are you available?
Oh, that's surprising. All right, thank you everybody for speaking, because I was wanting to listen, but yes, I can speak. But thank
Money,
you for
daggone well you was gonna cut in. You talking about you wanted to listen. You know daggone well you was gonna cut in somewhere. So you get it early.
I've been thinking.
Yeah, so go ahead. We know you've been
I'm
thinking.
telling you, John. I would listen. I had both my ears on.
What you got for us today?
But I'm just listening to a couple people listen to a couple different things, and I wanted to speak into a little bit what we were doing with art. We listened to the class yesterday Art was doing. It's easier. It's easy to using by your people get this frustrated when you talk to folks, because you never know who you're speaking to in their reaction to you calling them. But the key to being successful is always being away from your emotions, because your emotions will make you quit. That's why I was showing. That's why it's good that Eric done that, because how you always say it in New York City, it ain't nothing personal. It's business.
That's right.
Because business is never emotional. How you say you can have the worst things and things that worth happening to you, but if it comes to business, they don't care about it. I was used to talk to some of the most vicious guys, but the one thing they always say, man, it wasn't nothing personal. You ever hear somebody ever just say that? They say, man, it wasn't nothing personal. That's the way they led me to it. That's the way I went with that, because it wasn't nothing personal. We used to say that people all the time. Ain't nothing personal. He did what he said. I said what I said. So that we had a clear understanding our position. It wasn't nothing personal. Because being how you say, when you can control your emotions, you can do a lot more stuff, because you're thinking from a logical standpoint. And logic is always the leading way to do things. When I was selling cars, I always wanted people to become emotional, because I know you'll buy me something. You'll buy something from me because you're in an emotional state. I ain't like selling stuff to people who extra logic, that ask me, hey, dealt with logic and asked me a whole bunch of questions. I wanted you to get you excited first. Because once you're excited, now you're emotional. Now
That's
you
right.
ain't thinking clearly. And that's the one area I wanted you to be at, because that's when you at I got you. I say I can take full control of you. But if you're more logical, level-headed, that is some of the hardest people to do business with, because they come from an emotional state. It's more from a logical
All
standpoint.
right, money. Watch the clock, buddy. Watch the clock.
I got you. I got that one last thing I gotta say, brother. How they say? It's a lot of people ruin their life through emotions, but how people that repair their life by logic. That's the last thing I got to say, brother.
Cool. Who you passing that ball to? You see somebody with their hand up?
Yes, sir. This is my bald head brother. How you say? My bald head brother like no other. And he can hold kill everybody in the land, because he's a sniper and a recon master. And he's on the path to being $1 million. And he also a leader of men. A leader of men. That's my good brother, Derek Holston.
Hey, Money, great morning to you, brother. And always proud to be on the same call with you. And I've always shared with everybody, for those who don't know, I'm a combat veteran, decorated. And I say that because, it's something that not everybody goes through. But this gentleman here who just passed me the ball, I would be in a foxhole with him in a life or death situation. And I could trust going to sleep. So I appreciate you, Money. I appreciate the wisdom that you always share and the good vibes you always bring. And I also want to give it back to Jacques Vaughn for his hosting these, and Eric Robinson and all the leadership and everybody who contributes. So very quickly, Mr. Troy Gandy, if you're on here, sorry, I'm on my phone this time. If you could just watch my time, sir, I'd greatly appreciate it as always. Thank you. Real quick, incredibly busy last 2 weeks, a lot of moving parts, to include 2 deaths back to back. On my wife's side, her grandfather passed about a week and a half ago. And then just yesterday, we found out, day before yesterday, we just found out that a cousin of hers, 36 years old, her body was found. So I don't know. And I'm not saying that to bring the mood down, but I just want to share the importance of what we're doing here, okay? Because even with that, I had to be on the calls. I had to be on the team call, the huddle, not only with ours, but also with our new team. And this was immediately after receiving that news, right? And my wife's crying in the background, and I got to show up, right? I understand that situation is not going to change. But Jacques, both cases, we have to contribute, okay, financially. For the situations. Now, for me, this will be events number 6 and 7 that I've had to contribute, to include covering 2 complete funerals, okay, out of my own pocket. So why do I say that? That just makes it, I know it's real for everybody on this call, but it makes it even more real, what we do and the importance of it, okay? And when people are grieving, they're not thinking about the financial part. When my own mom passed away, and I didn't even know my own name. We still did a meeting that night. I was a hot mess. And I'm not saying, if you have a situation like that's extreme, that you are in your full mindset. But I passed the ball to Eric and kind of let him do it. I took myself off camera. And
Right.
I was a hot mess. But anyway, what we do is important, okay?
Right.
So with that, then yesterday we're trying not to mix it, because my daughter, 14 years old, just turned 14, and we had a birthday party, right? So I'm trying to, compartmentalize all the feelings and keep it appropriate in each situation, right? But yesterday she traveled. We met some people at the airport. We were at Dulles. We got stuck there. And I'm just saying, life be lifing, right? But through that process, still answering phone calls. I have a client who's also a partner whose policy lapsed. I called her. We got it. We're in the process of getting it reinstated. So she made the payment. We have to go through that. So that's a new learning process for me. I've got 3. My time's up. Sorry. All right. 3 guaranteed issues. Starting today, I had to get appointed with Gerber. Learning AIG and F&G for not only their products and their whole base, but also internal incentives as well, right? Additional cash and trips and that type of thing. 5 contacts, 1 meet and greet with a gentleman from Northwest Mutual Finance. He's interested in talking to somebody on our side for capital, global capital, and then 3 prospects also for annuities. So with that, I'm done. Thank you for allowing me to extend. I hope I didn't go overtime.
No, it's cool. It's cool. If you did, it's cool. The thing is, we got some things I want to unpack because you just dropped a whole bunch of things. One is, like you said, we're in a industry where sometimes you don't get that passionate stick to this business until something happens. Something like you have to take a death claim to a client, or you experience death close to you. You know what I mean? Some of us haven't experienced it and some of us have. But when you experience it, it really changes. It gives you a paradigm shift of really what we do and the importance of just getting the message out to make sure people at least are aware of how they can protect their family, their finances, their mortgages, and a multiple of other things, and how they can grow, maintain, and transfer wealth by the information that we give. So the other thing I want to talk about, Derek, is you said it's been a busy 2 weeks. See, when you're busy and you're doing all the right activities and you start to create that growth in your business, Derek could have talked probably for another hour. And the point I'm making is, when you're doing things and your business starts to grow, you want to talk about it. When you're not doing things, that's when you become the little mouse in the corner and you feel like there's nothing to say. But we showed you the foundation yesterday of where this stuff starts. It starts from a phone call. And what I wanted to talk about, Derek, and then we'll transition. I'll let you pass the ball. When you're talking to people, right, you gotta talk to them. And when you're talking to clients, and this is Uncle Jock's tip of the day, when you're talking to clients, you have to make sure that you're speaking to them where they're paying attention. You know, get them to pay attention. Sometimes you'll be on a Zoom, there's an art to talking to folks where you get them to do stuff to make sure that they're paying attention. Because if you want somebody to pay you some of their assets, you have to make sure that you make them pay attention. And Derek, the point I'm making is, you made enough people pay attention somewhere along the line, whether it was your teammates and they ran out and ran the plays. You know, you might not have recruited everybody, but you might have gotten your teammates to start paying attention more. You got your clients to start paying attention more. You know, so now that these people are paying attention, that's the beginning of the growth, whether it's on the client side or the business partner side. So I just wanted to shine a spotlight on that part because people miss that right there. So with that being said, Derek, who are you passing that ball to, sir?
Thanks, Josh. And before I pass the ball, I just want to quickly thank you and Eric for just raising the standard here, okay? Because of the late change in attitude, if you will, with regards to business, we have some teammates that are really blossoming and 4 that are taking their test this month, 2 on the 16th together too. But it comes from the raising of the standards or the sticking to the standards. Anyway, yes. I'm going to go ahead and pass the ball. Jock, I don't see any hands up. I'm on my phone. Bear with me. If you see somebody, Uncle Jock, please let me know. If not, then I will voluntarily pick someone.
I'm on the phone like you, and I'm trying not to do this.
All right, how about we do this? All right, I'm gonna pass it because I do see a hand up. He doesn't know it, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and shoot it to him. But this gentleman here is an amazing professional. I just really admire his professional, the way he carries himself, the messages he delivers, and no question about it, he is going to be a top performer in this amazing business and company. Mr. Troy Gandy, aka the Sandman at the Apollo.
Oh man, you're funny. I guess I was kind of laying back in the cut there for a while. Well, I'd like to give it back to you, man, because everything you do is in role model form, and it doesn't go unmissed and unadmired, and in every single way. Not to mention Uncle Jock and Eric and everybody, Dr. Mary, everybody that gets on this line is always inspirational. I take a ton of notes, and I've been applying the notes, listening, uncovering stuff, and when you find out that you actually started investing in your business as well, so I'm doing the thing with I Decide now, and getting some great results. So got some appointments and things set up. I've even had starting to actually engage the team members and whatnot, because I had a whole team of 17, 18, I'm up to 20 folks now and whatnot. So I was like, hey, we got to get the team rolling. So, that's been working. I had team member call me up the other day, and he was in the car with some young lady, and the young lady got excited. I was explaining some of the business to her, and she actually, we got her enrolled just 2 days ago. She was traveling. She was in Baltimore at the time, so she's got to go back to Texas. So she's coming back to Marcella Bragg's town. And we're starting to enroll folks all across the country now, and things are looking good. Things are looking good. Don't ever forget to just following up with some of the folks that I had even in my former company. I've been working with them, and sister that I had actually done some policies with, she calls me up, and we got an appointment for next week. We'll be doing 5 more appointments now. So, you just never know who knows who. You never know who knows who. And then not only that, if you got folks that are on your team that have come from other companies, I even had to apply this to myself. I said, wait a minute, I got policies and stuff that I did on myself back then. So now, one way of getting the team involved, I got them involved to figure, so that we all go through a 1035 exchange. So they're learning and getting engaged all at the same time. So now I'm going to be putting it on them to say, hey, I know y'all got policies. You're in the business. You're a product of the product. I know you got policies. Let's do those 1035 exchanges and get you some credit for it on the Xperia side.
I love it, man. And Troy, one thing that you and Derek both touched on today, and this is very important, you got to keep your team stimulated, whether that's educating, congratulating, motivating, whatever it is, you got to keep your team stimulated. If it's plugging them, if you're not somebody that can lead, plug them into, Eric says all the time, we're like a power surge in USAX, a power strip, you know what I mean? And you can plug people. If you can't lead the people, if you can't motivate, stimulate, educate, congratulate, plug them into somebody that's doing it on the team or outside of the team. So I just want to say, I see the team, I see the growth, I see everybody just really stepping it up a notch in the 6-figure in 6 months pre-launch. So congratulations in your newfound success, sir. And who you passing that ball to?
It's coming. All right. Let's see. I'm on my phone too, because had to come down here and deal with the issue at the church. So when you see me in a virtual background, is because I'm not at home. And the virtual background that I did have at home, when I was listening to Eric the other day talking about what he did and how he transformed his office, I did the exact same thing. So when you see that big Xperia sign behind me, I'm at home and in the office.
Cool.
Let's see. So now, who are we passing the ball to? Who's got their hand up? Let me see if I can find it, or anybody with a hand up.
Everybody acting shy this week.
Nobody got a hand up, but I know we can always get some fire, and I always know we can get some nuggets. I know we can always get some energy, and I can always know that when you leave after you finish hearing her, you're not going to have any excuses, because I'm going to give it to none other than the phenomenal woman, Miss Siobhan Bowman.
Oh, wow. Wow. What an awesome introduction. Thank you so much, Mr. Troy. I absolutely love what you do every single day and how you do it. The phenomenal man that you are, taking notes, helping people, and just doing your thing, just trying to learn. So thank you so very much. As far as myself, I'm super excited. Jacques had mentioned if you being quiet, you acting like a little mouse. I kind of disagree a little bit, but I've been so focused. What's that? I've been so focused on just trying to get things in order and get things in line that and granted, I've been putting applications after applications, right? But for me, I'm just trying to, I'm not a person that always talk about stuff. I want to actually do it. I want to see the results in what I do. I want to see my actions. So for me, if I keep saying, you know, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but I don't see the action, I take that personally. So one of the things that I have done, and I'm seeing the results right now, is I did get a team. I have a team of people. I have a videographer. In addition to my videographer that I have, we already been doing filming. He's chopping that work up. I also have a marketing guy who's going to get me right. I'm creating a whole platform for SB financial literacy, because when he got on and he started seeing my stuff, he was like, it's not good for you to actually have a business when people search your name, you don't come up for that. I come up for fitness, but I don't come up for insurance. So I was like, okay, I'm just ready to redo the whole face of everything. I finally got on LinkedIn, changed everything around because I had more than one LinkedIn. I had SB, I had 40 people to be fit, but now I'm doing SB financial literacy as well. I got a virtual assistant, thanks to Erskine. Thank you so much, sir. He is working with me. I'm going through my whole strategy plan with him today, of everything that I need him to do. And I'm looking forward to the future. Like I told my family and I told myself and I prayed to God, God, help me find this one thing that I've been searching for a very long time. And that's that consistency. No matter how much I say I want it and I fall off, and a lot of people do, but I really, really want to see the fruits of my own labor. So, and nobody want it more than me. So that's what my production has been. That's what I've been doing. But I'm quiet for a reason. I ain't quiet because I ain't making noise over here. I'm about to bring a storm, and that thing gonna come heavy.
Now, you know what's funny? I love it, Siobhan. I love it. But the funny thing is, you took it personal. You like, that is not me. I'm not doing that. That is not me in the corner being a little mouse. We know daggone well you are not mousy. You know what I mean? So that wasn't directed at you, but something you said that I think is big, because we talked about two books. One is 10X is easier than 2X. The other is the who, not the how. You know, when you're somebody that's used to, and a lot of us are like this, you're just used to doing everything in business. You're used to being the marketing person, the admin person, the sales person, the person that delivers the product, whether that's digital or riding around delivering product or whatever. Sometimes you got to free yourself up and find people to do the heavy lifting for you in your business. And it may cost, but sometimes you gotta invest and make those investments so it can free you up to be creative in your business, grow your business. And then like when you find those folks, when you find those resources, it really frees your mind up. So I've been promoting to my team to really, or my agency, really to find some help so it can free you up. And when you are able to relinquish and delegate, it makes stuff so much easier. But when you're that person that's used to doing stuff by yourself, it's scary at first. Like, it's really scary because you're like, I don't know that person. I don't know if I can trust that person. I don't know if that person can do like me or whatever. But Siobhan, I'm proud of you, because these are the steps to 10Xing not only your business, but 10Xing your life. So I just wanted to say, I tip my hat off to you. And when you finish that, but as you start going through the rest of that book, you're going to start to unlock more things, and you're going to realize you are on the right path. And it feels like you're slowing down, but you're not. You're slowing down to speed up. It's a difference between just slowing down and you're going to stall out instead of slowing down to speed up. So just know, I know what you're going through, because I'm actually going through it right now. I got videographers, people, and I'm like, dang, it feel like I'm slowing down like crazy, but I know it's just to really, really speed up. It's like when you go up that first hill on the roller coaster, it's slow, and you like, come on, man. But once you hit that first hill, it's like, whoa, whoa. You know what I mean? So I'm going to give you the pleasure of